What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of That One Pod. I'm James. You may know me as Jamo or Jamoklean. Thank you to everybody that comes through and watches this video. Today we have a special guest, a good friend of mine. He also does videography. He's a hustler, and like I said, a good friend of mine. Shot by Kevs. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, bro? Freaking nervous, but
I don't know why
excited though.
I don't know why we're both nervous. It's not like we don't fucking work together, film together, but
Yeah, we know each other. That's the thing. Bro. Fuck.
yeah, we're both working together to get this whole setup together, and it's all together. It's the first time we've done it before, and thank you, bro. Appreciate you being my first guest.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm honored. Thank you for even thinking about me, bro. I think I remember when you brought up the idea. We were in the car, and you told me the idea and what you wanted to do, and I was like, yeah, I can help you. Like easy. I've done pods. I've done like tech reviews, like all this stuff before, 3 camera setups, like clockwork. But you were like, what about you being the first guest? And I was like, what? Like,
yeah.
it's different too, you know? First
Yeah.
guest and helping out with the pod.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it. I was like, bro, who's gonna be there? Who do I know that's gonna for sure execute for filming this right? Obviously, you will. And then you always see people like comment like, "What's up with Kevs? We need to see more Kevs. Let's hear something from Kevs." So I thought it was a great idea to plug you in. I thought it was a great idea to plug you in for this. I know a lot of people that are gonna be watching, obviously gonna be watching from These Foods fan base, and I know people want to know a lot more about you. So it was a perfect fit, bro. But
Yeah.
let's crack these claws, man. We both nervous. We need
Yeah, bro.
let's get these fucking
You chose the craziest
these nerves
flavors.
off. Let's do it.
Having
You
a
don't like these ones?
Cheers, brother. To a good pod, brother.
So it's first good pod. Oh yeah. But bro, how you doing, man? How's today going? What you been up to? So it's currently right now it's 6 o'clock, and I thought you was just chilling all day, but it sounds like you're on a
Yeah.
mission. What were you doing today, man?
Yeah, I was on a crazy mission. The crazy thing is too, yesterday was like a little bender, and those like the craziest days for me. Where like even my boss was hitting me up about equipment, picking up, because he left to Brazil for 10 days right now. He just took off, and I was at the club like 1 in the morning, just with the homies,
Mhm.
and like I
Last
showed
night?
him last night, bro.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, I'm here, but we'll figure it out in the morning. He's like, let's lock in the morning. But yeah, like slept in late and then had an early morning. Today was actually I do video for work, so obviously like I work with these foods, but I have like stuff outside of that too. So today looked like I work closely with the Marathon, like the Marathon brand, and they started a burger chain. And I don't know if you've been to it. Y'all got to check it out. Melrose.
I haven't been yet, bro.
Best burger I've ever had, bro. Like,
Is it really that good?
yeah, bro. I be going by myself, like when I'm not working, because I'm like, this.
I just see shit online, bro. The line's like fucking.
It's brutal.
long as hell,
Yeah, let them
yeah.
know Kev sent you. They'll let you cut.
Everyone cares. They got
probably
you a
won't. They
discount,
probably
man.
won't, but what's it called? Yeah, so they started a burger joint, bro, and that shit took off, bro. The crazy part is like everything is like marketing and hype. Like I've learned that firsthand. Like the craziest thing to see with them is, bro, the thing was open for like 3 months. Like you could have been there 3 months ago and gotten your burger out the window and like being low key about it, go back to work, been quick, like 5-10 minute orders. But they did it was like a soft launch, and then they did their hard launch like a month ago. So they got like news coverage, radio coverage, bro. And that shit goes a long way. Like with that, bro, like the grand opening had like a line probably 3 blocks long for like 10, 12 hours. Like it was all day.
It's been so it's kind of been established already for 3 months. Well, not established,
well,
but
soft
it was
launch.
there.
Yeah, they were fixing shit up. They were like making sure like the recipe was good, like quality control, you know?
They're probably getting ready for the big launch. Then,
Yeah, the
huh?
big launch. And now like they've been killing it, bro. Like it's been cool to see. Like Sam had the vision. Like it was like months ago we were going to different like burger spots. Like I was a part of that, which was really cool. He brought us in, and like he was obsessed with the smash burger. Like in general, you know, like there's places called like For the Win. I'm forgetting the top, like Melrose is big though for like smash
For the
burgers.
smash burgers right now.
So he
I
was
know
like,
it's kind of trending right now. I
yeah,
didn't know
so
that.
he was on this thing of like, bro, like every lunch he'd be like, let's go, lunch is on me, and we're gonna go get like smash burgers. So we'd be trying different ones, and like,
Sam?
yeah, Sam was like
shit.
giving the whole team like lunch, and like we were trying burgers essentially, and it was just trial and error. Like he was like trying to see what he liked from this spot, what he didn't like from this spot, and
Yeah.
he made like a crazy recipe himself. Like a little behind the scenes, which is pretty cool, is there's this place called Catch LA. It's super popping. Have you been? Yeah. So
Yeah.
Catch LA, one of like the head chefs, his name's Adrian. That guy's got mad love for like the marathon team, Nipsey Hussle. So he came on board to create the burger recipe
Really?
with his chefs and like this
So
guy
is
named
it-
Chef Eddie.
It's
So, like,
it's a Catch LA
it's
slash
like some
marathon
gourmet stuff.
together?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, they're actually in the process of opening a Mexican spot too. So yeah,
Hey,
be on the lookout.
You heard it first from Kevs right there, man. So yeah, I was gonna ask you, bro. So obviously, people know that you film with content creators, These Foods, Eddie, Cade. and everybody. But like when we talk, you tell me that like you also work for is it like a company or is it like just somebody
Yeah.
that kind of got a bunch of plugs?
So basically, a little backstory behind that. That's my boy Norby. He's my boss, but like we kind of run the company together. It's called Ample Production. So he has the plugs, obviously, like with Marathon Burger, Nike, Foot Locker. He's got in like just in plugged in through like the Marathon brand and created his own thing. And I met him like at a nonprofit years back, and this fool was like, "Yo, I'm gonna hire you to work with me one day," and I was like, "All right, bro. Like, we'll see when that happens, you know." And he kind of told me that like probably in 3 years. He told me that like 6 times, and I was like, I'm ready, whenever, you know.
Yeah,
It
how'd
was
you
a
like
good
run
time.
into each other? Like, what were you doing at that time?
We So that was straight out of high school. What's it called? I was a part of a nonprofit right out of high school. I was gonna go to college, stop doing that, and join like this little Christian nonprofit in like Pasadena.
You
And
were
I
you
met
were
him
f-
through
you
that.
were like filming for them or like what were you doing
Yeah, I was
with
doing
them?
filming.
Okay.
So I was doing filming. I met him, and then like it was crazy because like it was free work. So like it was cool because it also got to expand like my creativity and like I really got to love it video for what it was. Like I wasn't getting money at first. Like I was just making things look dope because I wanted to,
Yeah.
and I was passionate about it. And they brought him on board, and like this guy was like he was not supposed to be there. Like
The
he didn't.
Norby, right?
Yeah, he like
Yeah.
he was way too talented. So like bro, he was probably there for like a week, and he got the call by Nipsey to like join the team. So he dipped. He dipped out on me, and he was like, "All right, bro, like I'm gonna hire you
He
one
said
day,"
got
you
some
know.
shit to do.
I was like, "All right, bro, like leave me here."
Uh-huh.
And years later, like I was still doing my thing. I did real estate for a bit, like not selling homes but shooting them.
Yeah.
Probably shot over like 2,000 houses.
Oh
I was
shit.
doing that for a bit, and I was like, that didn't work out, so I left that. And then it was just like this weird time where it was like I was trying to figure out what to do. And I want to Starbucks. So I was like, let me do like I always wanted to work there. Like I seen the
I
hustle.
forgot
Like
you were working there, right? I
yeah,
forgot
bro.
you were working there
Yeah,
cuz
so I always liked it. Like I always seen them and appreciated like the service, the quality. Like it was just dope to me. And I was like, I think I could do this. And I got the job. And I was there for like no more than 3 months. And it was funny because it all lines up perfectly. But that was around the same time that like these who started to pop off, and then my homie popped off. Like he was like he saved up money and he was like, all right, like I'm gonna get you on payroll. Like I can guarantee you like 2 years. And I'm like, he's like, I don't know
Oh
about
shit.
after, but like I can lock in with you, you know?
That's
And
a
I left Starbucks.
that's a solid commitment like up
Yeah,
front, you know, 2 years.
exactly.
That's 2 years of work. Let's get it.
And that's what I appreciate about him. Like he wasn't like let's figure this out together and then we both starving or something, you know, or like he joined and he didn't know how to take care of my next paycheck. Like he's always came through, so it's like it's been like the best decision ever. Like I see myself in
Solid.
the long term, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was around the same time with these fools.
That's dope, bro. That's dope cuz that's what's good about people like not gatekeeping, you know? There's people that gatekeep and it's like, bro, like you probably can grow more yourself if you don't gatekeep, you know? So he helped you out. I'm sure you're helping him in
Yeah.
his business out, which is really good. And then like my boy Alex, you know, was filming the barbershop content for me first, and you guys kind of crossed paths, and you've been
Yeah.
plugging him in with some stuff. He's been doing a little bit of traveling.
Yeah, I've got him plugged in
That's
for
really
sure.
cool.
It's been cool. Like I think the first project I had seen like your stuff in general like way before, just cause like, bro, this guy like he's humble about it, but he's got one of the most popping shots.
I
in, like,
appreciate
the
that, bro. Hell
app,
yeah.
like, and that's when you had like the Silmar one and this one and North Hollywood. But I had been watching your shit from like a distance. Like I had seen the quality you had put out, and I'd seen like the work Alex was doing. And I was like, oh, that food does good stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Click on his profile, and I seen like, oh, this was like really good with photos.
Hmm.
So I remember like the first big project I got him on was Karen and Eddie's engagement.
Yeah.
And that was scary. Like that was like I don't even know this fool. I'm signing him up to this project, but his photos look good online, and like I don't
Yeah.
want to do photos and video. Like it's a big thing, you know.
Hmm.
So Eddie wanted to like commit and like invest into it. So like he was like, yeah, separate people, that's even better for me. So I got him on board for that one, and yeah, the photos were fire, the video was fire, so it was good. We worked good together.
The whole content, everything, the video concept, everything came out dope. It was really dope. And that was when that was for the proposal, right?
Yeah, the proposal.
Oh my god, the proposal was crazy, but I remember he invited everybody. He
Yeah.
invited.
Well, that's so them like what happened, right? Like,
Yeah,
everyone
so
came and then everyone.
yeah, so Eddie decided to do his proposal, invite everybody, and bro, everyone was there. It was about like an hour before Karen was gonna pull up, and fucking
How many people you think were there?
there was at least
That shit looked like
50
the
people
wedding,
there.
bro.
Yeah, at least 50 people there plus around there, so more or less. But yes, once everybody pulled up and we were like ready for the proposal, the Airbnb owner started calling, and he's like, "You guys need to leave. I'm gonna call the cops." And just like stressed Eddie out. Eddie was so stressed out, bro. And they ended up kicking everybody out. But it was dope, man. All the content and it ended up going really good. So I'm happy for Eddie. Happy for you too, bro, and Alex,
Yeah.
getting being able to shoot all that. And I was on it. I wanted to ask you, bro. So I was gonna ask you like, what were you doing before the camera? But it kind of sounded like you were doing camera work in high school already. Like,
Yeah, so I don't know, like to be honest, like the camera and like it goes way back for me. So I'll start like way back, like square one. Um, I'm glad we're doing this pod because I actually like been wanting to put myself out there more, and I don't know how. Like I was just like, what kind of content I want to do. Like I don't want to come off corny. Like I don't want to be like that fool that like, oh, of course he's doing it, like because he's the video guy.
you don't want to seem like forced or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't want to force anything. That's always been my thing. I like things to happen naturally. And like believe it or not, like with the camera, like it goes as back as like, bro, I was a kid, like probably like 10 years old. Bro, like I swear I'm a 90s baby. I was born in 99. But like I lived
You made it. You made the cut.
I lived, yeah, I lived what the 90s babies lived. And one of the things with that is like, bro, I was recording like YouTube videos on a VHS cam.
Oh shit.
With my cousin, yeah, like we would get down like we never posted anything. I think one vlog is still out there. I hope no one ever finds it. That one made it to YouTube. It's horrible. But we would do little challenges, like nasty stuff, like blend Skittles in some crazy mix and drink it. Like everything captured on camera. Like just dumb challenges, soda bottles, like every challenge that was trending at that time on YouTube, because YouTube was like popping off back then. Like we would copy it, we would do it ourselves, we would do little vlogs, and I loved it. Like I would just do it to do it, you know. He's in the Air Force right now. Shout out my boy Matthew. But I did everything with him. He can attest. He's a witness. Like I've been doing this.
You was
Like,
who you first started with.
yeah, like I was behind the camera. The vlog that's out there on YouTube is, bro, it's embarrassing. But
Everybody go find that shit.
bro,
We
went
need to see that.
You ever heard of Medieval Times?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Imagine kids there, first time. I thought they were flirting with me, bro. A 10-year-old flirting with like a 35-year-old like princess or something.
Oh my
So,
god, no.
that's what the whole vlog is about. Like I'm bragging about like the chick. Like,
About pulling a freaking
Crazy.
35-year-old.
crazy. But yeah, I've been doing I love doing that since I was little, like video in general, like more than pictures. Like I love like being able to document my life and like save that for later, you know, whether to show my kids or just to make other people laugh, you know? So I've been doing that. But basically and after that, other than that, like my childhood, like I didn't like it professionally. Like I like movies and stuff, but like the clubs that they'd have at school, like I found them corny. Like I was like they were like almost like the band guys were like they were like
Like
they were
the
kind of
film, like the
mean.
film
Like yeah, there
clubs,
was
like
some
camp-
little clique.
okay.
It was kind of hard to get into.
I
Like
get you. It makes sense.
Loki had to be like super experienced, like know about cameras, like going in there, or else they'd make you feel dumb.
Yeah.
So I was super turned off by that. Like I didn't do it for that. But basically, I think it was middle school, like graduation. My uncle, he like promised me a camera if I graduated, like on stage, and he came through. He did it. So I basically picked up that camera and I was just shooting all my friends like for fun, like literally going to Pasadena and like flicking them up like behind dope backdrops, going to like
Camera was.
fields. Yeah, it was a Canon
Camera?
T5i.
I think I know what you're talking about too.
Yeah,
Exactly what.
crazy side story on that is, bro, I got scammed out of that camera, bro.
How?
So to look out for it, let you know about scams. Like,
How do you
bro,
get scammed for a camera?
I
What?
sent the camera to Florida and I never got the money.
Like to rent it or to fix it
No,
or
like
what?
to sell it, like offer up.
Mm.
Yeah, bro.
So you sent it like.
So
what?
basically, what happened was like, bro, I had the camera and like, obviously that's an old camera. Like now, I think they're like on the 9 or something, bro. Like is they drop them like every year. I wanted to upgrade. Like I wanted to get something new and I needed bread.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sell this camera. I'm not using it like that anymore. I wanted something better, and so I put it on offer up. And like, bro, I put it for like probably like 700 or something, you know.
Yeah.
And this guy hits me up, and he's like, bro, I was little, like I fell for that shit. I ate it up. But he was like, hey man, like I see you have it listed for 7. I'm in Florida. If there's any way you could ship it, like I'll throw in another extra 100. I was like, oh, extra money to ship it? Hell yeah. Like,
Yeah.
'cause I didn't want to ship it because I thought that was sketch, shipping in general.
Yeah.
So I had a red flag about that, but he sold me on the extra
Oh, you
money.
fucking bypassed your own red flag, bro.
But he sold me on that, so I was like, yeah, bet. And bro, he tells me like he wants to like the next day shipping, like he doesn't want it to lag or nothing, and I'm like, he's gonna pay for that. So, and I pay for that too, bro. That's crazy. I paid for the extra shipping. I ship it out. He made fake emails, bro, like fake Zelle emails. That, like I got the money,
Fucking scam.
and so it just sucked. Like he got the camera, and then I got no money.
Yeah, what do you say? Like it looked like he had paid you, or he like I'm gonna pay you when it touches down?
Honestly, that was when Zelle was like popping off. So you know how like there's Cash App, like there's all these different things now. But remember, Zelle was like it was the one that people were telling you about. Like you're like, there's no fee, like it's just instant, you know. So it was like it was dope. You were like, oh, like what's Zelle? So it was new, bro. So like he kind of like sold me on the fact that like he had sent the money, showed me an email, and the email said it, Kevin McPherson, like my name, the 750, all that.
Yeah.
And he said it would lag because it was like more than $500 to show on my
Oh my
account.
god, damn!
I ate that shit up.
Fucking
A lot of people
God.
don't know about that, bro. That shit's embarrassing. I
I
don't like
fucking
to tell
hate
people,
scammers,
but
bro. I've been scammed a couple times, bro.
that's not
Myself, I
everyone
fucking
knows.
hate it, bro. Goddamn scammers. They're out there, bro. Watch out for them scammers. So after, well, so this happened. You're still in high school, you said, right?
It was all after high school.
Oh, it's after high school already?
Right after high school. Yeah, I do that. Basically, I wanted to go to school for like criminal justice. Like, I kind of had like dreams about being a lawyer,
Sick.
so I wanted to go that route. And then when I picked up the camera after high school again, like to do it for fun, that's when I started to see like people were offering me money, and like at that time people were like, "Yo, like do this for like $50, like some headshots for like 2 hours, like." And I had fun
That's
with
still
it.
money, bro.
Exploring,
Doing
yeah.
doing something that's not like a
Especially
job.
back then, bro, inflation, you know. So like,
Yeah, yeah, 50 bucks
was
is
a lot back then.
50 bucks is hitting a lot harder back then. Yeah.
Yeah. So once I started to see that you could get money in it, I was like, oh, you could probably build a career off of it.
Yeah.
So my mindset at that time was like, all right, like I'm gonna go back to school after joining the nonprofit for some time.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm gonna go back to school this time, but I'm not gonna do the criminal justice thing. And by the way, I had all my stuff set up for school. Like right after high school, like I was gonna go to this college called APU, and had my FAFSA set up, had my loans, had like my classes, everything to the T. And then I was
no
like,
way.
last minute, I just dropped it. Like I was like, I want to do this instead,
Mm-hmm.
the nonprofit thing. But I did always feel like I wanted to go back to college. So I signed up for like film, like a film major when I went back. Bro, I went for like a semester. And like I couldn't do it. Like I was like, bro, it wasn't for me. I probably tried college like 2 times already. And it's like I've gone back and forth and it's just not for me. The second time I went back for like the film thing, I just didn't like it because I see this video thing being bigger than like myself,
Mm-hmm.
and like being able to join like run a company one day, like fully, you know, and teaching people like game, like kids under me, like when I was young, like giving them an opportunity, you know, to do something
Yeah.
dope for like YouTubers or celebrities, you know, putting them in cool rooms. Um, but that class, that one specific class was very like negative. Like it was like your typical artist, and they were like they hated everyone who was in business and lawyers because they wanted to be free, like quote unquote, you know. So they didn't see making money off of it, and I didn't like that.
That's how I kind of feel like going from like you're kind of just like doing the work, like the footwork, you know what I mean, figuring it out, and then going to school for just seems like two different like views on the industry, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and the crazy part too is like, it's true. Like, I mean, you've probably seen it firsthand. Like, bro, business is like who you know, and like,
Yeah.
and it's relationships, and
Mm-hmm.
like, school. Like, if it's for you, it's for you. Like, I'm probably gonna tell my kids to go to school. Like, I'm gonna get mad if they say they don't want to. You know.
Yeah.
But in the terms of like video, it was crazy because that class when I was taking it, I had already done so many projects. I had been in a lot of rooms. Like I had really cool opportunities. So I was like showcasing my work in class, and then they were like, "Yo, what you're doing this? Like I want to. That's the thing I want to do when I'm out of here."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Oh shoot! Like I'm already doing it.
Like,
and
I'm
I don't
ready-
have to get in debt,
yeah.
you know." So
And I don't gotta be in debt.
that
Yeah.
was kind of my mindset. I was like, "Bro, these kids are gonna owe like 60K, like minimum,
bro,
and like."
school's expensive, man.
Yeah, bro. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I could figure this out on my own. And so far, it's been going pretty good. Like, I definitely like, I'm not where I want to be yet, but like, I know, like, and I'm grateful and thank God. Like literally on the way here, I was like, I was happy. Like, I was thanking God that like today was happening because I was like, yo, like, I want to give you a shout out here too because it's like it's crazy. Like, what is it? Like 2 years now that I've been in these foods.
I think longer, bro. It's probably been because we've been filming about 4 years, and you came on, I think maybe after the first year, if that maybe not even that long.
Yeah. And so I want to say that, like, you know how I told you earlier, like, I've been watching you from afar for, like, the longest time. Well, all of you guys have been, like, you too. Bro, like, I don't even remember. I used to get, like, cut by Mo here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, Mo's a homegirl. Get your haircuts by her over here.
Yeah.
Still
Shout out
shit?
Mo Thug. Yeah. Hell yeah. Most still right here.
So I was getting my haircuts from here, and I would see Brian cutting hair. That's when he was still cutting hair, too. I would see you guys always chopping it up, like, figuring it out. You know, like, I was always, like, getting my cut, conversating with Mo, but, like, hearing your guys, like, Fitz free game and, like talking about your plans and all that, you know? And
Sick, no way.
I always was like in the chair and being like, man, that sounds dope. Like, I wonder if I could ever be a part of something like that.
Uh-huh.
Or what, 2-3 years later, like we're in the same shop doing a podcast. Like
Yeah, hell yeah.
that's dope, bro. And like,
Yeah.
thank you for like the opportunity.
Of course, no. Thank you, bro. I think the biggest question I was gonna ask here, I'm sure everybody wants to know, is like, I was there when this happened. Before I ask a question, I was there. I seen how it happened. I was like, dang, Kevin's a dog for this. But how did you become videographer for these foods? Like, how did it happen?
So basically, cool little story about that is I've always been like good with interviews first and foremost. Like any job I've interviewed for, I've gotten it because I'm really good. Like on the spot, like if I could sell myself, like not in that way, but like,
Watch out for
I really
Kevs,
can.
man.
I can put myself out there. And basically that's when I was working at Starbucks still. And yeah, still wasn't obviously happy there. Like it was a cool time, but like just wasn't for me long term, you know? And I was working at Starbucks trying to figure out what I was trying to do, like long term or at least for like the next year. And I was watching a little bit of these foods at that point, and like I think the one thing I would like get turned off by or maybe even click off the videos, I was like, bro, this thing's like out of focus half the time. Like
The
these guys are
camera's
just
all
like drunk,
flipping
like
around.
they're not getting
Yeah.
it right, you know? So I was like, I feel like there's something there that I can offer, you know? And I knew Brian worked at the shop and Trip. My brother can be the one to like tell you first. I literally like was sitting one day and I was like, hey, you ever like heard of these foods already? He's like, yeah, those YouTubers in the valley coming up, blah, blah, blah. He showed him the page. He's like, oh, yeah, them. I was like, you know, the guy works at the barbershop and all that. He's like, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I've seen him a couple times because he was getting his hair cut here too at one point.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, you want to see me go land a job real quick? He's like, what? I swear to God, that's what I told him. Like, I said, like, I'm going to go land a job real quick. He's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'm going to go get a cut by Brian. I got a cut by Mo regularly, but I was like, let me just get a cut. I heard he messes up hairlines. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it for this.
It's worth the hairline, the job.
So I was like, screw it, and made the appointment. Got with Brian.
Brian's fucking hairlines up. You heard it.
Yeah.
You heard it here.
It's crazy. That was a part of our deal at one point too. He was locking me up every week. But yeah, I came to the barbershop here actually. I remember it was like that second chair. It was was it this place was next door?
I don't know when you got your first cut, but when you came through and I heard you like asking what kind of like pitching yourself, it was when we were in North Hollywood in the
No
the
way.
2-story one.
Oh, it was there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was there. I'm tripping. Yeah. So it was pulled up in North Hollywood, got my cut, and I was just chopping it up with Brian, and I was just letting him talk, you know, glaze himself, like you know, telling me what everybody's doing. And I was like, I told him what I do, showed him my work, and he's like, bro, that's exactly what we've been looking for. And I was like, look, bro, like give me a shot, like let's run it up for a month or two and see what I can do. If you like me, like keep me, you know, or whatever. Like we could start low and then get higher. I know I'll grow with you guys. And he was like, bro, like that's what we've been looking for. No one's ever been down for that. We don't have that much money right now, you know. Like, bro, this is, I kid you not. Like me and Don probably joined around the same time. It's when you guys were sitting at like 30K subscribers.
I remember exactly. Yeah.
So you guys were sitting right there, and I remember because that was my thing. Like seeing you guys from afar, you guys were like stuck there. Like you guys couldn't get past it. And I was like, I think it's the quality. Like I think that's what they're lacking.
That's for sure.
So, bro, I sold myself to Brian. And he fell in love with like my speech, and so. Showed up to the first meet. Oh, the funny thing about Brian though.
But it was a great pitch though. What you offered, because it was like you were offering your service, like kind of like not a long-term commitment, but a long-term commitment, and it was just like I'm gonna help you guys out now, and then like let's renegotiate later. So we like taking care of each other, you know, which was a great pitch. I thought, because I was sitting there listening, and I was like, damn, that's a smooth move, you know, because like sometimes you gotta go and you gotta like just throw yourself in an opportunity like that, you know. You could have waited or like just DM'd or some bullshit like that, but you decided you're like, I'm gonna go book a haircut and I'm gonna make this shit happen.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy too, cause I think like later on I came to find, cause I'm a big fan of like, you know who Logan Paul is, Jake Paul, that whole thing.
Of course.
Bro, so I'm big fans of how they've created their brand, you know, like bro, they're in like they're like the name of wrestling and boxing right now.
Yeah, bro.
Basically their camera guy, his name's actually Kevin too, which is a trip, but he basically found like Logan Paul's email through like the webs of something else and like went through this and went through that route and found it and pitched himself.
Sick.
It's like, damn, bro, sometimes you got to do stuff like that. You know, you got to put yourself out there. And I think a big thing too, I'll tell like people that are trying to be videographers and all that, it's like, yeah, like you can't jump into it. Like they've made podcast equipment and like video stuff like accessible in a way, you know, like too accessible where it's like everyone could do it now, you know, like at their house.
You can do it with a fucking cell phone.
Yeah, and that's a good and bad thing. Like I feel like cameras are evolving. You could get like quality of my camera for cheaper, like, but it's like people get that and they think just because they did the investment on the camera, they're worth like the price tag. And it's like, no, you got to put in the hours, bro. Like you got to put in the free work.
Oh, like you're just gonna go buy a badass camera and you're gonna be able to make some good quality out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you. Yeah.
That and like just even start getting paid like big bucks.
Yeah,
like,
because you have that camera.
Because you have the camera. Yeah. I'm like, that's like the first thing you got to get out of your head with this. It's like,
Yeah, that's true.
no, you gotta put in the hours. Like, you
Yeah,
really
you
gotta.
could have a Ferrari and not know how to drive that bitch. You know, that's
Heck yeah,
it's
bro.
literally one of those.
Yeah, I remember the first videos with these foods. I was like, damn, like, I was like, damn, this is a lot, bro. Because I was doing at that time, I was shooting, editing, thumbnail, reel, like every week, and I was like,
And
finally
still working
getting
at
that on the
Starbucks.
schedule. Yeah, and then work my full schedule.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's been that's how it happened.
yeah, yeah. That was dope, bro. Like I said, when I was there, seeing you do the pitch, cause I thought it was dope. So back in the day, shit, in my past life, I was a DJ and I was doing club hostings and stuff like that. And the same thing, I was like, I want to have an event at this one venue, and I couldn't figure out how to get in contact with them at all, like to the owner and stuff like that. So I noticed that this other promotion group, they were having a meeting, and they're like, oh, we're gonna have a meeting to start lining up their events and stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna just act like I'm gonna go to this promotion uh gathering pretty much, and I was like, I'm gonna just meet the owner. So what I did, I went to the thing, I sat through the whole meeting, you know, bullshitted through it, whatever, woo woo. And then finally, I kept seeing them point at the dude. They're like, "Oh, that's the owner. That's the owner." So once the meeting ended, bro, I just pulled up. I was like, "What's up, man? My name's James. I'm trying to do my own events." Like, so yeah. And I was able. After that, bro, we ended up doing like 5 events there. It was cool. They went cool. It wasn't super banger, but we ended up. You know what I mean? I went and I made it happen. You know
Yeah.
what up? So like when I seen you doing that, bro, I was like, "That's a dog right there."
Yeah, no,
I love that shit.
people appreciate like I'll always like even for my thing and what I got going on the side and I'll always like be down to give the chance to someone who's hungry, like people that like are just like willing and I think like that's a dope quality to have, like a dope trait. And I feel like people like Brian or people like the owner like they love that shit. They're like, "Oh yeah, of
Hmm.
course I'm gonna hire this guy. Like this guy wants
He's a
it."
hustler. He's coming and taking the shit
Yeah.
instead of like waiting for someone to give it to
He's
him.
he probably sees a little bit of himself in you. So it's like,
Yeah, yeah, that's how it was. I didn't want to say that, but I was like, yeah, you see just someone that like wants it, you know.
yeah.
That's what you see. You see somebody that like, all right, they're gonna go and get that shit. So that's like motivating. Seeing somebody, even if you fail, you know, you're still willing to go and try it and see how it went.
Yeah.
So that was really cool, bro. And then like since like filming with these fools, and then obviously working with it's Norby,
Norby.
Norby, like how many more people have you been working with? Like I only know a handful. Like I know you work obviously with the marathon, you know, Cade, us. Like who else have you been working with like that? Maybe people don't really get to see or you don't post as much about it.
Yeah, I gotta post more for sure.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I think a lot of the opportunities, it's cool. Like my boy just has like this freaking like blessing on his life where it's like a lot of things just get handed to him. Like I think a lot of it is because of like what he did for Nipsey and people like see that and know him, hear his name in like the industry. So he gets like these crazy like opportunities, and if we kill it, like it's like we get years worth of like work with them. But one of the cool ones we just did like not so long ago for the first time ever, we killed that and hope like we're gonna keep working with them was Apple TV. So it's like there's like these little things where it's like we just get these cool we get into these rooms, bro, and like we get these cool opportunities. Like that was a cool little event. That was there's this show I think called like First on the Call Sheet, something like that. And so basically it was like a marketing thing they set up in the Grove. So we went out and shot that for Apple TV. So that was
Nice.
cool.
That was recently.
And that was recently. We've done stuff for like TikTok. There's a lot of stuff is crazy too because it's like they film everything, they put up the money like TikTok, but it's like that one we couldn't post it. Like that's like you sign forms and you sign NDAs.
Oh,
And,
some
like,
NDA shit.
yeah, so it's like that one was dope too because that one was like a meeting, like with everyone, like not everyone from TikTok, but everyone that runs it. Like not influencers, but like the CEO, the VP, the treasurer, all that like in a room. So like,
Oh
bro,
shit, of TikTok.
millionaires, like some big Chinese,
Damn.
like
Oh yeah, those are
big
billionaires
names,
right
bro.
there.
Yeah,
Not
big
even
names.
millionaires, they're
So
billionaires.
like it's crazy because it's like they didn't post any of that, but the whole production was probably like $1 million, like what they put into it, where it was like it just looked crazy, like it looked really nice.
And it's still in the process. Then it's still kind of like getting worked on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's cool. That we've done stuff like that. But honestly, bro, like we're just willing to work with like anyone who's like looking to like put their like business out there and like in a different way where like we do photos and video. So it's like it's a cool like package that you get.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever. I mean, whenever we film, whatever we like, whatever the idea may be, if it's like when we're doing what's it called when we're eating, when everybody's
The
eating.
mukbangs?
Yeah, the mukbangs, like
Yeah.
whatever it is, bro. It's like you have the cameras, you have the equipment, you have everything. Like you're prepared for it. So
Yeah.
it's better to be prepared than unprepared. That's for sure. And then like you were saying, obviously you're working with so many different people. Has there been like surprisingly anybody like you were excited to work with, and it was like they're kind of like assholes or like not as not fun to work with like you were
I'm
expecting?
just playing not.
It's definitely a roller coaster with us. I'll say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of testosterone, a lot of
Lots,
guys.
yeah, a lot of
But
different
no, not
different
them. I
people.
mean, what do they say? Like, don't meet your heroes. Like, that's a real statement I've come to see like be true. Like, at least with like big names, I can't name those off the rip because that's pretty
You
insane.
don't want to
Like,
put it out there
them
like
out there like that.
yeah, yeah.
But I've worked with people that like I haven't. I'm trying to think. Like, I've never been in a room where I'm like super shook. Then I'm like, oh damn, I don't know how to control myself. Like, that's that guy, you know. Honestly, no Glaze, but Glaze, like I think the only person I'd probably do that for, like respectfully, is Drake. Like I'd be like, damn, like
I'm in the room with Drake right now.
Drake, I don't
What?
know what to do, you know? Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how to film at that point.
You forget all your skills because Drake's
Yeah.
there.
But honestly, like yeah, I've met people where like they have a great persona online. They're good people. None of the influencers, none of the TikTokers, none of the YouTubers, none of the people that you guys are watching that like I've worked with that I feel that way. But like bigger names, like A-listers, where like yeah, they have a great image online, basketball players, and then you like meet them and they're just like I don't know, they're just in their own zone. They're like their own people. Like
They're probably like so up there already that they're just like they probably work with so many people, cut so many people off. They're probably just like
yeah, you're
just
just
fucking
another
cold
like
now, you know?
transaction. They see you like yeah, unless you're like in the circle, bro, you're just like a regular person to them because it's like imagine like those are the people that like bro, I get overwhelmed sometimes where like I go the valley's like not burnt out, but like we're pretty popping in the valley as these foods, you know. And the crazy part is like, bro, I'm hardly in the videos, but like the level of recognition I get, and like I'm like,
Everybody knows you,
bro,
bro.
what the heck? Like,
Uh-huh.
how did you even see me in that video? Like, you know, it's just a trip, but that's just me. Like, that's a smaller scale. Imagine like these people that are out there on TV every day,
Oh
like
yeah, man.
they're out there, like millions of followers online, like it's just like that's a different breed. Like you're getting swarmed anytime you walk out. So it's
Facts,
like
yeah.
I get it when it's like they're gonna be like that way because it's like they see you all the time. They see fans, they see cameraman. You're in their face 24/7. So
Yeah, they probably want to break. They probably want to break from work, just live a regular life instead of being swarmed with people all the time. So I guess that makes sense for sure.
yeah, but it's crazy too because it's like I'm blanking right now, but it's like I know I've been in rooms where like I'm like, damn, that's that person, and I'm like shook, and it's like, but it's like that's the cool thing about being in those rooms and be able to handle yourself and carry yourself right, and you get more opportunities to be in rooms like that. It's like because you're not like I can't remember them off the top of my head, and it's like
Mhm.
that's not a bad thing. I feel like that's a good
There's
thing.
no
It's
like big person that you worked with, like who would you think is like the biggest or the dopest person you worked with so far?
so far. I think well yeah, one of the ones where I was like, oh damn, this is like my childhood was like the company I worked with like we worked with like the Jonas Brothers for a minute.
Oh shit,
We worked with them for like 6 months, and I was like, damn, like these are like Disney Channel
they're here.
stars. Like this is real life. Yeah,
Seeing them in person.
they were cool. They had that like A-lister attitude, but like
Yeah.
they earned it. You know, like they
Yeah, bro,
are childhood stars. So like
Mhm.
yeah, there's big people, bro. Like, but I'm glad that like I'm not like I could fan to myself or to the homie.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not gonna be the weirdo that's like oh like
But,
go away from my
I know.
camera and like
You
put it
just
down. And
said,
be like, can I get a picture? That's that I hate.
yeah. You
Just
gotta,
to have the camera. I'm not gonna
especially when you're working with somebody, you kind of gotta like, I guess, earn it or just wait for it to happen. You know? Instead
Yeah.
of just being like, can
And
I get a
have,
picture
I
real
don't
quick?
know, I have like this belief that like I forgot who said it. Maybe it was Logan Paul, but it's like this thing of like if you meet the person and you're a fan, but you don't ask for a picture like on purpose, like that's because you believe you're gonna meet them again or you're gonna be friends. Like it's like you're not just looking at them as like a transaction or a one-time thing. So it's like that's what I like come to believe and see true. Where it's like, bro, I'm gonna act normal. Like yeah, they're here. I'm gonna do my work. I'm gonna kill it. Maybe hopefully they see the video and they like it, and I get to the opportunity where I see him again, and then we can have a real conversation. But
Yeah, especially like I mean, even like on a way larger scale, like everyone that's doing like the what's it called? That's live streaming. Like, bro, they just get ran up on and people are just holding the cameras up and trying to take a
I
picture.
can't picture even these fools doing live stream. Bro.
Live stream, no, live stream's too wild. Live stream's too wild. The filming we're doing now, that's
I think we'd get robbed.
It's-
Like,
yeah.
we'd get-
yeah, bro. And then like yeah, they gotta worry about that. You gotta have security with you all the time. So live streaming, man. Shout out to the live streamers because you guys they locked in 24/7 almost. It seems like to do the live streaming stuff.
Honest worth it. You seem like you know who iShow Speed is.
No, I don't think so.
You know who? He's like the top. He's literally the top streamer right now, bro. He's known like that. Obviously, you put in the work, but it's like he's like, like Shaq. He's like Shaq in China. Like he's
Oh
like
shit.
known he's like like almost like MJ right now, like comparable. Where it's like he can go to a third world country and like they're gonna know who he is
Hmm.
just off live streaming, bro. Like
Really?
it's crazy.
Oh shit. Yeah, like coming into the content world, it was kind of like obviously like Brian kind of like not he didn't drag me into it, but he like kind of opened the door for me. And like I've never been someone to watch like YouTube or just be scrolling too much. So like when we started meeting people and stuff like that, it was a trip because I was just like I kind of had to study people after I would meet them and see what they did and like it's kind of like just coming into the content world. Like there's so much to study.
Is it
Like
still like? Because I know Brian's a content creator like at heart, so it's like
yeah.
he's like just great with people too. So it's
Uh
like
huh.
he knows what to say on the fly. Like he'll never turn down a picture. Like he's just like the
Yeah.
friendliest.
Oh
guy
no, he's
with our
great. He's great
supporters.
with that with supporters. Yeah.
But like, how do you feel? Like, do you still get like surprised or what's your reaction every time it happens?
Yeah, I trip out when people come to say what's up to me. Like obviously, like it's a big group and you have like your more popular characters, and then I'm part of the team still. So like when people come say what's up to me, I'm like, oh, what's up? How you doing? Oh, I'm James. I go to meet them. Like I know what your name is. Like what? And I'm like, but
You're
like
introducing yourself.
yeah, I'm just like I just try to be. I mean, just humble, bro. Like not even like I'm trying to be humble. It's just like that's just how I carry myself in general. So when like people come say hi or anything, like I'm gonna say what's up regardless. You know, I'm gonna take a picture if they want a picture or anything like that. But I still think it's pretty crazy, and it's even crazier when I'm with like family or like my nephew or like
Oh
when we're
yeah.
taking them out, and then I get asked for a picture and they're kind of like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
because my nephew and my nieces obviously they're younger. They're like 5, like 3 to 8 years old, so they don't really know what's going on. You know, they don't know about YouTube and stuff. So they see me taking a picture, and they're like, why do they want pictures with him?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's because I cut their hair at the barbershop." Like, I don't want to make it weird,
Yeah.
but yeah, bro, it's crazy like to have people come up to you and like just tell you how they appreciate what we're doing and want a picture, bro, and just want to talk, you know, on some random shit. So
You ever get like the people that stare but they don't come up but you know they're staring?
that's what makes them. Yeah, that's where it gets kind of weird. Like you'll feel like someone like wants to say something, or you're being watched, and then they don't say nothing. It makes me like trip out because like just
Yeah.
like I don't know, just being on some like I'm always just watching my surroundings, like seeing what's going on. So like kind of feeling like someone's watching you, and but they're not saying nothing. Like that shit,
It's a crazy
it creeps
feeling.
me out a little bit. Yeah,
Come up to us, y'all. Like it's all good here.
yeah.
We're friendly.
Just say what's up, even if you don't come say what's up. Just like, hey, little piece.
Yeah.
At least
Don't be scared. I feel like that's the thing too. It's like just come up. Like we're never gonna be like never gonna turn down a supporter. Like you guys put us on, you know. So it's like
yeah,
we're gonna show love, just
1,000%.
like y'all did. So
You
it's
guys
like,
are the supporters. You guys are the reason why we got to where we're at. So you guys see us out, come say what's up. Cause like I even get DMs like people be like, oh, I was there, I seen you, I want to say what's up, but I didn't. But it's like, come say what's up. Like
yeah.
it's like
And honestly,
I'm
like
scared.
it provides like there's been a lot of dope opportunities even just that like happened because of like just supporters showing love. You know, like it's crazy to see like and someone put it into perspective to me the other day where it was like it's like whether we're like at a restaurant or like a bar or even like me at Disneyland or something like that, you know, it's crazy because like bro, that's them working there and they'll want to like give us food or something, you know, and it's like no, we could pay for it, but it's like nah, they wanna give that to us, you know, and it's like and my homie Nori actually put it into perspective to me. He's like, bro, he's like, this is their first time meeting you guys, and it's like they want to do something for you to show love, you know, and it's like that's like damn, that's like that took that hard. I was like, that's freaking sick, you know, like the other day I was at Disney with my girl and it was cool because we met this guy who like I've actually been meaning to plug you guys up. I think I plugged up Angel already, but it's like his name's Kevin too, but with the Y. And he works at like the Cars ride, bro. That ride is always like 70 minutes. Like after 8:30 a.m., it's
Yeah.
70 minutes guaranteed.
Oh shit.
He works there, recognized me, and he's like, bro, like anytime you're here, like go ahead, like just let me know and like I'll get you in. Bro, I've been like 3 times already where it's like,
He's
he's
the
like
first in the
"What?"
cars line.
So it's cool. Like I'm like damn, bro. Like I'm honored like that you would even like think of me to like allow like you know just show love that way. You know it's cool. But yeah, shout out to the supporters for real. That's like
Yeah, bro. You like I said, bro. It was perfect to bring you on because I know so many people like know who you are and recognize who you. And it's crazy because you have like 3 pictures on your profile,
bro.
and everybody still knows what you looking like, bro.
It's crazy too, cause Coachella's this weekend, but we're filming this. And next weekend I'm planning on going. I'm just gonna go one day, and 90% of the reason is to get the new flick. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like
I,
the
I
yearly
think that's
pictures,
one
you
of them
know?
was the Coachella.
Yeah, they're all Coachella pictures.
Are they really all of them?
Yeah, they're all Coachella.
Fucking kept dropping only an annual picture at Coachella. Coachella, you need to send my boy a ticket.
I used to have another account where I used to post my work, but I got hacked. So I was like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I gave up, and I was like, I think before I met you guys, I had another account, and so I was like, it just didn't
You
work
need to
out.
bring that back, bro. I think people need to see more of like what you do.
Yeah, so I do gotta put myself out there more. I think it's cool because this year actually just to put myself out there and like put myself on the spot, so y'all keep me. If I'm not putting my content out there, like you don't see it, like call me out. But I'm gonna run the marathon 2026.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy too, cause like, bro, like that was one of the things on the bucket list where like I had never understood why people had it on the bucket list. Like I would see it and I'd be like, yeah, I'm not gonna put that on there. I don't want to run to like to cross it off and say I ran 26 miles. Like you know how far that is, bro? That's
It's a
like
lot, bro.
so far. That's like here to South Central, bro. Like it took
Yeah, literally, it's to
and that's in a
LA. Yeah.
car. And on a bad day, that could be up to 2 hours in a car.
Yeah.
Like on a good day, it's like 30-minute drive. But it's like imagine how much distance you're covering, bro. Like
Fucking far. Think about running to Slauson exit.
get off
Literally
on
running
the line.
to a SoFi from right here.
Yeah, basically, you could probably SoFi too. That's probably about.
Bro, yeah, I just went. We just went. I think last weekend. I think it was 26 miles. Like
Yeah.
exactly.
It's
something like that,
crazy,
yeah.
bro. But basically, Black Sam from the marathon, yeah, really inspiring dude, bro. Like he's really carried like his brother's legacy and through the brand and through like just the way he carries himself. But 2 years ago, they decided to like do that in honor of his brother, because obviously, bro, like the name is the marathon. It's like, and they never ran a marathon. Like Nipsey never got to run one, but it was always in the back of his mind to like do it.
Really?
So they did it, yeah, in his honor, and it's crazy because it's like the homie Black Sam. He ran the first one like, bro. I think with one training session. We hired trainers. We collabed with
Yeah.
them
Oh,
on
he
it.
was ready.
We had like training sessions every week. Therapy, like recovery stations, everything, bro. They went all out. But he funded it. He didn't show up. Like he was just busy, bro. He's a really busy guy. He showed up to one training. I think like the second to last training before the marathon, and ran the marathon.
Really?
Did it, bro. Did it in like it took a minute, like 7 hours probably, but he did it, bro.
You finished it, bro.
And crazy. I said it last year. I was like, I'm gonna run it. I was really inspired, bro. I was like, damn, this is bro. You see like everything from like 13-year-olds to like 70-year-olds, bro. Like
Yeah.
I think they're called legacy runners.
Mhm.
Everyone's running it, and like doesn't matter the time, bro. Like to run or walk 26.2 miles is like an accomplishment. And
Bro, you make it past that line, you better celebrate.
shout out to you, bro. Yeah. So I was really inspired the first time. And it was funny because I told my girl like I wanted to run it, and I was hyped about it, bro. A lot of times I get really like, I guess you could say like hyper fixated on something that I want to do,
Yeah.
and I talk about it and I don't do it. I didn't do it. Like I talked about it and like the hype died down. I was like, all right, no one's asking me. Like I'm not trying to run that shit. That
Yeah.
shit is far.
And this
I
was
co-
this
we
was
covered it on
this was
scooters.
the one that just passed, or
This is 2024.
okay.
We ran it on scooters. Like me and my boy Norby, we covered the whole thing on scooters, electric scooters, and like it was like we were tired the next day, bro. So like
Just
we
being on
rode
the
back-
scooter the whole time.
and it's crazy because like, bro, like they're so humble, but the runners were like, man, you guys deserve medals too and all that. I'm like,
Yeah, for what?
bro, like we were tired, like bro, I fell asleep for like 12 hours the next day, like bro,
Shit.
I felt like I ran, but I know I didn't.
Well, you guys are on the scooters and you guys were filming. Also,
we're filming.
Filming. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So we did that, and basically yeah, I was hyped to do it. My mouth was getting dry. So
Take
I
your
told my
time,
girl about
man.
it. Didn't do it, and then this next year we shout out to Sam again. This time he had no training, bro. He didn't go to one training session. And basically training, bro,
Damn.
they say minimum you need 6 months of training.
Yeah.
And that means at least once a week, but like ideally twice a week you're doing some kind of like running routine.
Yeah. Do
He
you
didn't
do
do-
you know if he like works out on the regular or nothing,
Nah,
anything
bro.
like that? Or
He
he's just
just-
full business, just on.
He's just a business guy, but it's like he's a man of his word, bro. If he said he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it.
Yeah.
And he's the face of marathon, bro. So it's like how is he not gonna
That's
be
a
running it?
beast. That's a beast.
So second time around, same thing, bro. He was in the process of opening Marathon Burger. So, bro, that's on Melrose.
God,
so, like,
with that going on too.
yeah, so much going on, bro. So like, you know,
Like
he
Sam
couldn't
here,
make it. He couldn't make the
beast.
sessions, bro. This time he had no training, and he was honest with us. Like he showed up the day of, and he's like, to be honest, bro, I wasn't gonna come. I was gonna meet you guys at the 19-mile mark and just cheer you guys on. But he's like, one second to the other, he got up and got an Uber and he like booked it. He came,
Yeah, he said fuck.
bro. He shaved like an hour and a half off his last time.
Really? Oh, so he
yeah,
ran it
off
better
of
with
no
less.
training, bro. Maybe there's some secret there. I don't know, bro.
Maybe he just like made it worse for himself doing that training because you just you know what I mean, he probably trained and then his body was probably a little beat up and then he went to run.
Yeah.
And this
I
time
think-
he was like, if I could do it with just one session, you know, I could go do it without a session.
I think the thing he also said to us was that the fact that like the first time he did it, and I think that's gonna be my experience, bro. Like I'm scared, but it's like, I mean, obviously you're gonna have your watch, but I kind of don't want to look at it because I think I'm gonna get overwhelmed. Like, bro, imagine you're on mile 1. By the time you're like on mile 5, you're like, damn, bro, I got like
Yeah.
15 more of these to go.
Yeah.
So that was his mindset when he was doing it last year, where it's like, bro, he didn't know when it was gonna end. Like every time he thought it was gonna end, he kept going.
You're like looking
So that
4
happened
miles.
the second time he liked the fact that like he knew. He's like, now we're not even close. Like I
Yeah.
just gotta keep doing this.
Oh yeah, you probably just feel the distance and you're just like, I know I just got to keep going.
Yeah, so that, I mean, maybe that helped him shave all the time. He mentioned that, so that's cool. But yeah, this
Oh
time,
my god.
bro, I went all out. I told my girl, she called me out on it. She was like, "You said that last year. Like, I'm not gonna get my hopes up," because she had been wanting to run and I like didn't pursue it. But this year, like, bro, first thing we did was order shoes. Second thing we did was order.
Oh yeah, when we were talking about it, you said you're gonna order some shoes. You've been waiting for them, right?
Order the shoes. Those shoes are, I haven't had them yet, but like I tried them on at the store.
Yeah.
Super fire. Like someone, the homie Josh, he told me that like, cause I was asking him, I've worked out there a couple times at the gym, and I knew he ran a marathon. I was like, hey, what do you recommend, bro? And you know Nike, bro. Nike kills it with the designs. Like they look sick. But he was like, bro, like you'll think those are the coolest shoes and the most comfortable when you first wear them.
Yeah.
And then you get into real running brands and you're like, oh damn, this is really comfortable.
It's a
like,
different
I thought
game.
Nike was comfortable, but this is a different level. So I got some like they're called New Balance 1080s. You guys want to look into those? You guys are trying to run? Those are the ones.
Sick.
Got that first. I think the next thing we're gonna do is buy like the ticket because I think you save like almost $100 if you buy it now instead of like the month of.
Oh yeah, instead of waiting for it. Yeah.
$200 actually to run it. But yeah, yesterday we were at the outlets and bro, that's the spot to go. We basically got New Balance shoes, so they have a New Balance outlet there. So we got like 2 pairs of shorts, 2 pairs of shirts, the sweater. I got the vest today, the little running vest,
Oh, you
bro.
gonna be fitted out there.
And I got a plug at Sunglass Hut, the homegirl. She hooked it up for like Oakley's, like 50% off.
Yeah, you're gonna look official out there, bro.
Official, bro. I may not be able to run shit, but like I'm gonna look the part.
You might quit. You might have to catch a scooter to the end. You gonna look good, dog, in the Oakleys.
The picture's gonna go crazy.
Oh my
That's
god.
that
Oh
might
yeah,
be
for
my next
sure.
post.
That'll be hard.
That'll be
That'll
hard.
But that's dope. I know that you're talking about it, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna go out and do it now. And now that everyone knows that Kevs has to run a marathon, you can't let us down. But when is the next marathon?
They're always in March.
In March?
There's
Okay.
like 3, I think, in LA. Not specifically the LA marathon, but like a Long Beach one, a Santa Monica one. But obviously the LA one's like the big one. And that's the one I just want to prepare for. Like I'm gonna do like 5Ks, 10Ks leading up to it. But I don't want to just like jump into the next marathon that's happening, and not feel good about it. So I want to like really.
You don't want to just wait till then and go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to do things right this time, and I think big reason I want to do it too is because I've been boxing lately, and bro, like, I give it to boxers, bro. I used to be like that uncle that talked crap behind the screen, like to basketball players or like to boxers, where like they didn't hit right or something, and you're like, bro, what are you doing? Like just trash talking. You're like, bro, you're not even at their level, like and talking crap. I used to be that guy for boxing. I gave all the other sports or stuff, but boxing, I was like, bro, 2 minutes, that's so easy. Like, how are you not doing it?
Hell no, try to jump rope for 2 minutes.
Bro,
It's
in
insane.
the ring, 2 minutes feels like 10 minutes. Each 2 minutes feels like 10 minutes. That's like the perfect way of putting it.
Yeah, and that's where I wanted to go also when we were talking about the marathon. Like I seen that you started getting more into your fitness.
Yeah.
And that started with Gio's camp, or when you were filming with Eddie going there. How'd that start like happening?
So, yeah, if y'all want to try boxing in the Valley, go to New Era Boxing. My boy Gio, that's the one.
Yeah, shout out Gio, New Era
Shout out
Boxing, man.
Gio, yeah.
Hell yeah, I love this pod, bro. We're gonna be able to shout out all the homies and all that.
Yeah,
business
we
stuff.
got to. Like,
That's my
bro,
best.
put on.
That's probably gonna be one of my favorite parts about this.
Shout out like the small businesses and all that. Shout out to the homie. But yeah, basically, that going to it is cool because I was gonna mention that too. One of the cool experiences that I've had with like these foods is like the fact that like I've gotten to experience stuff that like I wanted to experience before I did it with you guys, but like you guys paid for it, or like or I don't know, like I did it with homies this time, like but I did it with you guys, like I don't have to do it alone.
Yeah.
So I think one of the things I did that with is fishing.
Yeah.
Like they didn't really like fishing, but I did it, and I was like, oh,
Who'd you fish with?
With you guys.
When we went to the
shoreline
beach?
ones, yeah.
Oh, that shit was not fishing, bro. We
I
was
know it
just
wasn't
throwing
fishing.
lines out there and shit.
I know it wasn't fishing, but I had never fished before that.
Facts.
And I had always wanted to.
Yeah.
But just that little bite of it, I was like, oh, I like it.
Yeah, it makes you want to go back.
So I
yeah.
went fishing probably like 5 times after that. I got a $300 reel. So
Oh,
like,
wait. Oh, yeah.
oh, I went all in. I went deep sea fishing too, so it's like it's not no regular.
That's what I want to go to. I want to go deep sea
Gotta
fishing.
do it, bro. We gotta do it
Yeah.
together. I'll be down.
I'm super down. That'd be
Celebrate
lit.
after this.
Because I told the guys like 5 times already. I was like, bro, let's go deep sea fishing. They're
Deep
like,
sea's the one.
they're
Bro.
just not good at waking up early, bro. If I gotta be up early for some shit, I'm gonna get up. So you gotta leave like at. I mean, we would have to leave the crib probably like 4 in the morning because they
Yeah.
leave the dock like at 6 in the morning.
Yeah,
So
6. Well, it's crazy because I mean, even talking out loud, but they there's like 3 sessions you could do. Depends on the day you do it, but they got the crack of dawn ones, which I've always wanted. I haven't been able to do that one because the closest one or the one I like the most is Manhattan. Beach.
I was thinking it
Or
was gonna be
Newport Beach
Long
actually.
Beach or Newport.
So it's
Something.
like those are it's better than Long Beach and San Pedro. Like these are like dope. Like they're
Okay.
made for it. They do their fish count every day.
Oh
For
shit.
every boat that they take on,
Uh-huh.
they'll put it online like the stats. But basically, you can do the crack of dawn one. You could do a half day, like starting at 12, or you could do a twilight one, which I've done a couple of, which is like 6 p.m. like in the nighttime. So there's some dope opportunities there that we
Okay.
could probably look into.
I didn't know there was nighttime, but I think I would enjoy the daytime one, just being able to see it. You know,
Yeah,
once you
no,
get a catch and you start seeing like you pulling it, you start seeing
that's the
the
thing
water
too, bro.
start
You see the
moving and
movies
shit.
and you see people and you think you're gonna go out there and catch, bro, but like most of the time it's just freaking waiting and like
Just waiting, yeah.
But
But as long as you got some drink, you know what I mean.
yeah, a little
I'll be cool. I'll be right there
yeah,
chilling all day.
cigarette like they be doing on
Whatever it is, yeah. Whatever you want to smoke, whatever you want to drink, I'll be cool with that. Catch me out in the middle of the sea, having a great time, bro. Just
I
waiting.
can see you doing it. Yeah, we gotta do it, bro. I'd be down to do it.
I'm
Like
super
we
down.
should do it on our own and watch. They're gonna want to do it right after. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we
But that's funny that how you said that. Like the same thing. Like there's been so many things that I want to do, or like you think's cool. Like oh maybe I'll go do it at one point, and I just never really got to do it. So like being part of these foods and we come up with different concepts, we get to try so much new shit. Like
yeah.
like skydiving, like you said,
Even
fishing,
food, bro. Like we went to some bomb food
random
spots and I was
food.
like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I know what I'm ordering here. 'Cause
And
this
then-
time it was free, but next time I know.
And then we were walking the rope in the middle of
Yeah,
Topanga
there's some shit I
Canyon, bro.
skipped
Like
out on for sure.
we done some wild shit that I never thought I'd do, and we'll go out and do it for a video, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, fishing was one of those, and then boxing, bro. Boxing.
Oh yeah, back to the fitness.
Thing,
Yeah.
and I wanted to do it for the longest time. Obviously, it's like an expensive investment. Like I'm probably looking at like $5 a month, you know, because it's like you're getting personally trained, you know, and it's like it's a sport. It's worth it. But I just like wasn't ready for that commitment. I was barely going to the gym, so I was like, bro, I'm not gonna commit to this. And we did a boxing video, and I had DM'd Gio before we got there. And then I was like, oh, I'm the guy that DM'd you or whatever. Confronted him, you know, because I think he ignored
Oh
me.
yeah, we did that video with
Yeah,
them. We did
yeah,
the
did that
video.
with
Yeah.
them. And yeah, we just locked in ever since. Worked out a little deal, like for trade, like you know, videos for training sessions, and it's paid off, bro. We've been doing it probably for like 6 months now, consistently, and bro, it's been dope. A little side story. I don't know if you saw the post I did the other day. You saw me bleeding from my nose.
Nuh-uh. I don't
You
think
didn't
so.
see that?
I don't think so.
Crazy, bro. It was the first time I bled from my nose, like in a sparring match.
No way.
Bro,
Oh, I thought you meant in general, like ever.
ever.
Really?
Yeah, no, and yeah, you bled from your nose.
I mean, yeah, from playing like sports and stuff, you
Oh,
know.
playing sports?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I bled from my nose, but never like physical contact.
Okay. Okay.
So like yeah, like that was scary, bro. That was like it was cool. It was like a little movie moment. I like to look back on it
Yeah.
because basically I've been training with my boy Norby,
Mhm.
and bro, like
Oh,
I put him
Norby's
out
in there
like
too?
that. Yeah,
Nobody's in there too. That's
but
cool.
he's like 6 feet.
Okay.
And he's up there in his weight. You know, he got a little love to him. We're working at the gym together right now, so we gonna get that down. But like he's got weight on me, bro. So like we've been sparring. We're at the same level, like training wise, but weight class, like that was 60 pounds on me, bro.
Oh, bro.
So it's been good and bad. Like I've been learning. It helps me get on my toes because it's like obviously a real street fight. Like you don't pick and choose.
Yeah, you
right?
can't pick someone's height and weight.
You're
Yeah.
not 160. Like
Yeah, not fighting you, bro. Never mind.
So you gotta take it as it is. But we've been sparring with him. I've been sparring with him, and basically that day, like we got into it, like Gio, like he locked in that training session. That training session was beautiful. Like he basically was like, first round was all combination, second round was like just jabs, third round was like hooks. So it's like it was a lot of learning in that. And one of the shots, my boy got me clean in the nose. And the crazy part is, bro, I don't even remember like the hit.
Yeah.
I just remember like the movies, bro. I just remember like blood gushing, like that feeling. Like I just felt it. Like I thought I was losing blood at that point, bro. I was like, I need to go to the hospital, bro. Like I feel like I lost like a pint already. I was scared.
Did you think you guys were gonna stop, or
I
she was
thought
like,
we were
keep
gonna
going?
stop.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought we were gonna stop, and I was scared. I was legit scared, bro. Like shaking, my knees were shaking. I was like, I
No
was wanted
way.
to cry. Like I was like, my boy hit me, bro.
Yeah, damn, Norby, why you do my boy like that?
So I wanted to leave. Like I just a lot of emotions, you know. Like bro, it's like a real like reality check where you're like, whoa, like this is real life. Like,
1,000%, bro. Yeah.
we be sparring and like joking around, but like damn, you see blood, and you're like, this shit. Like you could die doing this, you know. It's like a real sport.
Boxing.
So it was like a real moment, and I told Jill, I was like, nah, bro, I'm bleeding. I gotta stop. And Jill was like, nah, get your ass in there.
She was like, bro, there's 30 more seconds. What are you talking
I
about?
was like, nah, bro, I'm bleeding. I could feel the blood. You guys are lying. And then my boy Norb was like, you're good, bro. Come back in. I was like, what? And in this moment, like, it was dope. Like, I was like, you guys sure? And like, yeah. Like, Joe looked like he was gonna sock me if I didn't get back in, bro.
It was gonna get worse.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't
He
have
was a
choice.
beast, man. If you ain't seen Chio, he's a beast.
Bro, he's a killer.
Yeah.
And so basically, I was like, I made that choice, and like, it was like a switch, bro. Like, from one moment to the other, I was like, all right, if I'm gonna stay in here, I gotta lock in.
Yeah.
And my boy just made me bleed, so I'm hurt by him. You know, like that,
Yeah.
you got me mad.
Uh-huh.
I gotta get you back for that. You know. So I
No
locked in.
way. I wish I could
Bro,
have
we
seen
started
it.
boxing, and bro, he's taller than me, so like I gotta like work him a little bit different, you know. Than like
Yeah.
I can't just be throwing up whatever, you know. I gotta be like technical about it.
Yeah, bigger
So it's
dude.
like this time, bro, all the fear went out the window. Like bro, I was pressing him, like I never really even throw like I throw rights, but my left, like I don't think it's that good. Like I haven't really tried with it, you know. That's not my prominent hand, my dominant hand. Bro, I like did like 10 left hooks on him in like 5 seconds, like. And
No, oh, you were hot.
I started like letting out this yell that I've never let out before too.
No.
And every hit was connecting. He'll tell you too. Like it was crazy. But every hit I was like, ha, ha, bro. Like and you have your gloves up, but you know, like, bro, a hook, you can have your gloves up, but they're gonna smack you if you hit it.
Yeah, yeah, you still feeling it.
Bro, so he was feeling them for sure, and then everyone was like, bro, I felt like Joe was getting turned on, bro. Joe was like,
Oh, yo, let's go.
like, I love it, yeah. And bro, like we did it, whatever. Like we boxed, like we finished. I didn't make him bleed. I think I was trying to make him bleed after that.
Yeah.
But it was funny because like to this day, like I mean it happened pretty recent, but like it was cool to see that like yeah he made me bleed and I'll give him that. Like he checked me, but Gio like that's our coach, so like I'll give him more of the say. But he cared more about like the fact of like that I locked in. And like the lefts that I was throwing, like somehow those came out of nowhere, and he was
Yeah.
like, he was more proud of that than like the nosebleed, because he was like, he loved the fact that I bled, because he's like, yeah, you popped your cherry, that's right, like he was excited about that.
Oh, that's what it's called in the
Yeah,
gym?
he popped the
Pop your cherry.
Bro, my blood was on the mat.
Damn.
But he liked the fact that I locked in, and he saw that side of me, so it's like it was
Yeah,
cool because
bro.
it was like it wasn't like an embarrassing moment, it was like a learning moment, and it was like
I mean, that's what the gym's for. That's what they're learning, training for, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Take hits and just keep going. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, just in general, bro, like, you could have stopped, you know, and then thought about it later and been like, damn, I should have got back in there. But the fact that you got back in there, like, I'm pretty sure that feels good for yourself. And
yeah, that's the biggest thing, bro. Like I was gonna say that too. I've been wanting to say that, but it's like the biggest thing, like holding us back, like in general, like you, me, these fools, like any person is like fear.
facts.
Like it's like if we never did this pod and you didn't want to like do it out of fear, because fear of failing. Like if you like you're like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna be good. Who's gonna watch it? And you would have never done it. You would have never known how it turns out. You know, and it's like, and that's what you're gonna regret. Like people be like old people be regretting that. Like they be taking back like I should have done this when I was 20. It's like I don't want to live a life like that. You know, so it's like
Yeah,
even with that little thing of boxing, it's like I would have ate that up and I would have been like I would have been able to sleep. I would have been like I should have got back in there.
Yeah, like,
You know? So it's like
Norby's gonna think I'm a punk now. Like, I didn't want to
Yeah.
get back in there. And I think that's cool that you're doing it with your friend, a business partner friend, because it's like you guys get to see each other and like see your growth and see, like test each other, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool as friends in general. Like, bro, I've been like with friends and like, for instance, we got jump one time and to see like the homies like all doing whatever they can to make sure nobody dies, you know? It's like, damn, bro, like we all like we did what we could, you know? So
Yeah.
so actually hearing that story, bro, that shit makes me proud of you, bro.
Yeah, no, it's cool too, cause appreciate that. But it's cool too, cause you know with like Hispanic families, Hispanic backgrounds, like I don't know a lot of the stuff, like even like the marathon that I want to run. I've been trying to explain it to them, and they just don't get it. They're like, 26, you're gonna run that? Like they don't get that concept. But even boxing, like they found out I boxed, then they found out I got like my nosebleed. They were mad. They were like, what? They were all worried, and they found out it was my own boss, and they were tripping out. Bro. Like, they
Like,
were
you need to quit right now.
Like your boss, call someone about that. You
Yeah.
know? But it's like I love the fact that I get to like live, like work and do life with this dude. Like we've really got like we're like best buds, bro. Like it's really
Instead of just work, bro, you guys are doing so much more together. So
yeah.
I think that's really cool. Damn, bro, that's a crazy story to hear right there. I'm pretty sure Gio's like geeked about that, and then yeah, pretty much Norby like woke the inner dog up in you, and you
Yeah.
and you showed up, bro, and you kept going.
Shout out to him on that.
Yeah,
I don't know what I would have done if I didn't get back in. I probably would have.
you'd have been thinking about it right now. You
I would
wouldn't
have
even
been DMing him, bro. Let's get back.
probably
in.
wouldn't have told the story right now. You'd have been like, yeah, I started bleeding and I quit.
I
That'd have been that's a weak ass story right there.
Nah, I didn't do that.
Damn, that's dope. And then so the marathon you said is coming next March, right?
Mhm.
March of next year. And then for the boxing training, like, how many times a week you been training right now?
3.
3 times a week? Damn, it's a lot, bro. I was trying it. I went to I think it's Brick House or Brickyard Boxing in North Hollywood. Yeah, yeah. I went right there. Got the free classes right there, and then I stopped going. But yeah, I was going in the mornings, bro. And it would be like an hour session, and it was just training. I did no type of sparring, bro. And my back was hurting, like my shoulders were hurting, my calves were hurting. Like it was such a hard training.
Full body workout.
Yeah, full body workout, bro. It's
My
like,
boy Norby always says that, like, and come to see it true. But it's like with boxing is a trip because it's like you could train one day and the next day be sore from something you've never been sore from, like a body part. You know, like I think one of the common things that I'd be feeling sore from is obviously like my arms, which is like it's a different sore from like going to the gym. Like it's like punch like bruise sore, you know. And then my back for some reason, like if you hurting after I box, I'd be throwing my back out.
Pause, but yeah. But yeah, when I went, same thing, hitting the backs. It's like you just get a different type of soreness in your like your shoulders and your back and stuff like that. But it's dope, bro. It's dope because like yeah, obviously when we first met, I didn't really you weren't really into any type of fitness, and I could see that you're getting like a real passion for it. And you just weren't working out. I didn't really hear about the gym or nothing like that. You're skinnier, and I know that you've been working out. And I've been telling you, bro. I'm like, bro, you look a little more thicker, no
You
homo.
always be grabbing me.
Yeah, you like
Pause.
you look thicker. Pause. I'm like, but it's good, bro. Like even like now, pencil's working out. Even though you beat up
Bro,
pencil, you woke up the inner dog in
that was
pencil
crazy. That one was crazy.
for taking him out on that vlog.
I'll say it here first, bro. Like the one thing I hate about that is I feel like I would have took him down a little quicker, but I had wrestled already before Dom, you know, so it's like I had that.
Oh yeah, you went off on Dom. I don't know why.
People forget about that, but now shout out to Dom though, bro. Like that fool's I think woken up like the fitness thing and everyone. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
that fool's been on it and locks in. Like I maybe I'll do 75 hit day hard next year, but like that seeing him do that was crazy. Where it's like, well, that fool was that's when we were still doing clubs heavy and stuff like that, and he was like getting home at 3, and then he would post at like 6 or 7.
Yeah, bro. I mean, doing that sober. He was doing that sober, bro, and then he still does it fucking like when we're turned up, bro.
Yeah.
Like for instance, when we did the U-Haul video the other day, we finished at what like 7 in the morning. That fool went home, showered, walked his dog, and went to work. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And he still stayed up like another night, and then he went out golfing the next day. I'm like, bro, how are you going still? Like,
Yeah.
I was tight. Like the next day, I crashed out. I canceled a couple of haircut appointments. I was like, I'm sleeping in, bro. You catch me later on. But Dom, he's a beast, bro. He's definitely helped out everyone get on the fitness tip, trying to eat better and just be better in general. He's a good person to have around.
Yeah,
That's for
sure.
sure.
No,
That
shout
was
out
good.
to Dom. It's crazy too, cause I feel like even lately, I know all of these foods, but I've always wanted to get closer to like everyone individually, and I feel like this is the start of this for me and you, but also like Dom, like I've been like we've been talking more, and like he's been putting me on game with stuff, and it's like that's a cool thing to have, you know, cause it's like it's one thing to like work together and see each other on Wednesdays, and it's like, cause at the end it is work, you know, like we're
Yeah,
filming, and
facts.
that's our jobs, but it's like it's cool when you like know them outside of that, and who
Yeah.
they are and how
Yeah.
they carry themselves and what they like to do outside of that, you know. Like Dom has a whole life outside of.
Oh yeah, bro. Bro, he got a lot going on, to be honest. He's got his business. He got side hustles. He's got his dog. He got these foods going on. He's damn near. I would say we have two managers. Dom's one of them.
Oh,
You know,
Dom, yeah,
Dom and Cash pretty much our managers. So shout out to them, man. We got a beast team around us, and it's opening the doors for all of us. So I'm definitely very appreciative of it. And
What about you, bro? What you trying to do? Like, what's
I'm interviewing you, bro. So that's what my next question was for you, bro. So obviously right now you filming with Norby, you doing these foods and stuff like that. Like what's next on like your list? What do you want to do? I know you've talked about maybe doing a production company with Brian.
yeah?
You guys had thrown that in the air and stuff like that. But what's something you say you want to work on the next few years, or would be like a really big accomplishment that you want to do down the line?
I think I want to. I don't know. I think I want to buy a house for sure. So like that's like not in the back burner, but that's like I think what I'm working towards out every time, like every day, where it's like
That's on the personal list right there.
yeah, like get a house, like be like one of the first people in my family to get a house. Like a little backstory for me is that like I'm the son of two immigrant parents, so I'm like a first gen. I was actually born in Guatemala, so
Really?
came here when I was about to turn 2. Yeah,
So you Guatemalan?
yeah, like fully.
I didn't know that, bro.
Yeah,
The fuck?
that's crazy. We're learning new things about.
Yeah,
each
what? I didn't know that. I thought you were Mexican.
Nah, nah. I've always had that. I low key like did claim Mexico for a bit. Like I don't know, growing up, I was like surrounded by them.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, yeah, you think it's just LA, bro. Everyone's Mexican out here. I mean, there's a lot of different cultures and stuff out here, but for the most part, everyone's
yeah,
Mexican out here.
very prominent for sure.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, I'm fully Guatemalan, bro. So I was born over there. I'm actually like a DACA recipient, so I'm doing that. But I guess yeah, personal wise, yeah, that's like up there too. Is like I want to figure out like the citizenship like process because I definitely want to like be able to travel more, you know. So that would open up the doors to that. I am in the process of doing that, so hopefully, I think I'll hear news in a couple months from that, how that's going. So excited for that. Um, but yeah, bro. I mean, the production company thing is also a big thing I want to do. I want to start like a little side company. Like I like businesses, bro. And I see Dom too, where it's like you can run multiple things. Like I think a lot of times you like think in your head like, oh, people are successful with only one business, but you could be successful with a bunch. So that production thing is like another one where it's like I want to YouTuber like solely focused, but it's like this thing where it's like there's a giant team of like being able to send someone day of like, oh, they last minute they're going to some trip or they're doing this. I need a cameraman. I need two cameraman. I need an
So it's
extra.
like you have all the equipment in the whole team,
Yeah,
so
like
you
a
can
little
just
powerhouse.
you kind
And
of
then
plug
training
everything in.
people, putting people on game. Like I think that's what I also want to be a part of my content is like I want to be able to like just show free game to people because I feel like knowledge is everything and it's like yeah, I think we mentioned in the beginning, but like I hate gatekeeping. Like it's like if you have the opportunity and you know it, like just share it. It's like if you can do it better, like why are you worried? You know, it's like just
And there's just so much work out there, man. So much work, so much money to get, and it's like if you're so worried about just holding on to what you have, it's like you're not. I don't think you're gonna get more. You
yeah.
know. So gatekeeping is not. It's not gonna be helping nobody. All right. Since we're talking about like what you want to do, like personally, obviously a house is on the list. Like, is there anything else that's on there?
Yeah, I mean you seen it, bro. All of these who's got like some sick whips right now recently. Like
Oh yeah, everyone's got the whips. Yeah.
it's been a good like blessing that like our supporters have allowed us to like be able to do, and I'm inspired by it. I want to get a cool whip. I don't want to get anything too crazy. At first, I kind of wanted a Tesla just to be chill, but I kind of do want something with a little kick to it. So I'm looking at like the homie Strauss's car, like a little Supra. I've always seen
Supra.
that car for a
Ooh.
minute. It's like affordable
You're gonna
too.
need more space though, cause you be carrying around crates and all kind of shit like
Yeah,
that. So that
damn,
might
I
not
didn't even think
work.
about that. Damn, now it's out the list.
That
Nah,
might, yeah, that might not work for you right there. You got to get like a fast SUV, like how Angel or Brian got the
yeah,
X7 and
those are
shit
the
like that.
ones. Well, I'll take the one that you have.
Oh yeah,
I got a
it.
little kick.
That yeah, it's cool. It goes same thing, like bro. I didn't want to. Honestly, I got that car because my Jeep was like dying on me.
Oh, you don't have the Jeep anymore? Oh no
I
way.
traded it in. Yeah, I traded it in. So it was giving me problems. If you ever got a Jeep, everyone got a Jeep Wrangler, bro, you know those shits have problems. So it was giving me problems for the longest, but I didn't want to get a new car because it was paid off already. So, long story short, it was having problems, having problems. Took it to the mechanic. They fixed it again, fixed it the same thing twice, and I was like, bro, what do I do? And he's like, your best bet. He's like, either try to trade it or sell it to somebody before it completely dies on you.
Yeah, when they tell you that,
Yeah, they're like before it completely dies on you, or you're not gonna be able to trade it, sell it, none of that. So that's why I ended up getting a new car. Or else I would have been whipping my Jeep still. So RIP to the Jeep, man.
that's crazy. I didn't even know that because I was literally when you picked up the equipment earlier, he asked me what kind of car you drive, and I was like, oh, he could be in the Jeep, but I was like, then he told me this car, and I was like, oh,
No, yeah. I mean, I think the first time you seen my new car was during the U-Haul. Yeah, the U-Haul video when you spilled the gas in my car, bro.
oh yeah. You gonna talk about
Oh
that?
man, yeah, we was filming that video. It was funny. We went to go get gas for this little generator, and we got this new gas can. And obviously, I'm older than Kev, so I know how to work the gas can. So you're having trouble with the
Yeah,
opening
you
it.
gotta say that part, bro. I told. It wasn't like I tried to act the part. I told you I was like I never worked.
Yeah,
With this in
but
my
I was
life.
trying to make you figure it out. So I was like, look, bro, just like this, boom, boom. So you couldn't open it up, so I ended up opening it up for you first.
Yeah,
I think I don't know, filled it up, me or you filled it up.
I feel
But I
good.
gave it back to you. I was like, let's see if he does it right. And I just seen you put it and you closed it. And I looked at it, I was like, I don't know, maybe it's good. And then we start driving. And then it just starts smelling like gas. And you're like, bro, maybe we should check on it. I don't know if I closed it right. I was
Yeah,
like,
because I think you mentioned you're like it smells like gas, and I was like, yeah. But you were chill about it. I was like, no, I think it smells like more than it's supposed to smell.
Yeah. Yeah, and then when I opened it up, bro, there was like a flood of gas. But luckily I had put some of the hard the floor mats.
Yeah, the hardcover
So
ones.
yeah, like it caught all of it. Even though I was able to take it out and pour it out, I still had to wait. Like it was almost like 2 weeks for the for the fucking smell to go away, bro.
Bro, I feel like you drove high for 2 weeks.
I literally did. I was smoking. I was on the wrong gas
I was on,
with that
on
stuff.
I was high with that, like on the way there. You saw me. I was like putting my head out the window. I was
Yeah,
like,
but we dropped all the windows and we still had our head out the windows. But yeah, shout out Kevs for.
and you slept in that car that day, like till
I
7 to
did.
like
I
wake up.
did.
I was like, wait, you been in that car, bro?
Well, not the whole time. We napped.
Take breaks.
We crashed out in the car for maybe like an hour or something. But I was like, I didn't want to sit in no one else's car. I wanted to get in my own shit, be comfortable. Cause man, you fall asleep around the guys, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I just locked myself in my car. I'm still here today, so so I guess I'm doing.
I see this side
guess I'm
effects
doing
years
all right.
later.
So new car. Anything else other than that? New house, car.
Nah, I think that's it. I think that's like what's on my list right now. I think yeah, just think of ways to bring in more income so I could like do those things and comfortably and not be that guy that's like driving the car of the year but like can't afford it. You know, like
And then with like filming, do you ever want to get into like movies and small films and stuff like that, or that's not kind of your
I don't
interest?
think movies. I think I'm more interested in. I do really love movies. Like I appreciate movies. Like I love art. Like one of my favorite movies. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Interstellar.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
like
watched that
one
not
of
so
my
long ago. It was
favorite movies of
crazy.
all time. This movie's like insane.
That shit tripped me out, bro.
It's like one of those things where like I don't understand how like you like a person could have thought of that. Like I'm like, how did you even come
Yeah,
up with that?
yeah. Once they're like in different galaxies, and
Yeah,
he's like knocking the books down.
yeah,
Yeah,
the dimensions, the
yeah, and the
dimensions.
dimensions. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
shit
watch
was.
the movie.
Yeah, yeah. I probably just ruined the movie, but man, that was a crazy movie. Now that you bring that up.
Yeah, it's a great one. I love appreciating movies. I watch them all the time, but I think more than that, I'm more passionate about like yeah the YouTube thing. Hopefully that takes off and is successful and brings in money. I'm able to like have my hands in it, but not so much, and it's just bringing like passive income. But more so like I don't know, like I like working with like big names, like celebrities, like all that. So I want to keep working at that. I don't know if I'm gonna do that forever, but like short term, like I think the little like what I haven't done so much and I do want to get into is like more creatively. So like whether it's like concerts, like I've always known, like damn, bro, Drake or Fesso Pluma or like what's that? Like if they let me shoot for him, I'm gonna kill it. So it's like maybe there's like a connector that I can find and like reach in, like get into this year. But I want to shoot like concerts, live shows.
But still more like I guess you could say like it's still like personal. I guess you could say because it would be for that person and like whatever it's like their content. I guess you could say rather than like a film, like a
Yeah,
movie or something
I
like
mean,
that.
yeah, I guess to put me on the spot, like yeah, that I guess that, and then the last thing would be like to put myself out there more. But bro, it's hard. I mean, I feel like you would know firsthand. Like
Yeah,
it's like
like even like me being a content creator now, like bro, it's hard just coming up with video like a real idea, a picture
yeah,
idea. Like I don't know, you think people are getting tired of seeing you just post pictures and this and that, but it's like you got to do it. You got to stay consistent to show that you're really about the game. So, but bro, yeah, I think definitely you need to get to posting and showing your more business side of you.
yeah,
Let
for
people
sure.
see that and get inspired by that, because I'm sure you're inspiring a lot of people out here, bro.
I wonder what I could post about though. Bro. I always be thinking that. Maybe I gotta ask Brian because Brian, bro, that fool can come up with the concept in like 2 seconds.
Brian's a beast, man. Sometimes he needs to pump the brakes, but he goes, man. He's got himself like it's crazy like seeing him. I guess you could say grow up because like he started obviously as a barber and stuff, but he always had his eye on like he wanted to be popping like with social media.
Yeah,
Like he knew he was gonna do it. Like he got a little emotion first, and I remember he was getting discouraged about like hate comments and stuff like
yeah,
that. Even though it was probably like one or two at the time, and it slowed him down. And after that, he got a popping video, and he just kept going, bro. And now it's like he opened the doors for so many people. So shout out to Brian because he's a lot of people like to hate on him, bro, but he's a good dude, and he's like opening doors for a lot of people
heck yeah, bro.
and
I'll
opportunities.
give it to Brian all the time. Like he's put a lot of people on, and he's just like he knows what he's doing. Like it's like he's got like a vision, like a dream inside, and he's gonna like go for it, like
Yeah,
all
his
fours.
his foot is on the gas,
Yeah,
100% on the way.
yep.
Dope, bro. So I think that's everything. Is there anything else you wanted to maybe say, or is there anything that you thought we left out? You might want to
Nah, I
say
think
before we get out of here.
we covered everything pretty much. Yeah, there's nothing like in particular. Yeah, just thank you again for having me on.
Thank you, bro.
Did you finish your seltzer?
I finished the first one. Yeah.
I'm surprised. I thought we were gonna drink more. I thought I was gonna be like,
Me and
"Damn,
you
I'll keep
usually,
going,
yeah,
keep
me and you, we be getting fucked up, but
going." Yeah, but I feel like drinking this one halfway. I was like, oh, I don't even want to talk if I keep
yeah,
drinking
if we
this. I
take
was
down
like,
two or more, yeah, we might be sounding sloppy out
yeah,
here,
we
but
said some things that we got canceled for and shit.
yeah, we would have to chop this up a lot, but hopefully we don't got chop nothing out. I think we did good today.
Yeah, we did
But
good.
shout out to you, Kez. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
I love seeing your grind. I seen how much you've grown, not only with business but physically too. How you get into working out, not like that, but yeah, bro. Thank you for coming on this pod, helping me set up, and being my first guest for the
Yeah.
pod, bro.
I think one of the that I do want to say is I think one of the cool things about this podcast is I have been asked for a couple of podcasts, like not too big, but like they're out there. They get little clips on TikTok popping. One time I was asked by one, and I thought it was one that I actually knew and like watched, and I was like, what? No way. And then I saw who they were, and I was like, but I did want to do it, and I low key like I signed up to do it. I think it was gonna be one with you, and I just like I was ready to go, and then I backed out last minute. Even today, like I was pretty nervous. I was like, damn, is there any way I could drop out of this? Like, I don't know what I'm
No, I
gonna
think
do.
we talked about it though. But it was a good idea because it was kind of like if we would both been together, you can't really get someone's story out, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like it was good that either you were gonna do it or I was gonna do it. So it was
Yep.
probably a good call for both of us.
That and like, I've never felt like ready to do one because I'm like, what am I gonna talk about? What do I gotta say? Like, who am I? You know. But this one felt right, bro. To be honest,
Hell yeah.
I was like, it was like a no brainer for me. I was like, oh, this is the one I'm gonna do. Like, easy. Like, this is like, I'm cool with this one.
I was scared you were gonna say no, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna be like, nah, bro, nah, yeah, I'm not ready. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I
fuck.
was going to, bro. Like even today, I was gonna find a way to drop it. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, okay,
just
so
rented the cameras already. Like I can't really.
yeah, yeah.
But
Applied pressure.
yeah, I just it felt right, bro. And I think I learned a lot of you today, you know, too. And
Yeah,
I think, bro, yeah, I'm glad we're friends, bro.
hell yeah. Appreciate you, bro. And yeah, we'll wrap it up. So shout out to everyone that tuned into this video. Thank you, Kevs, once again for coming on for the first vlog or not even vlog. Shout out to Kevs, man. This sauce is hitting already, but yeah, coming on to the first pod. Make sure you stay tuned in for the next video and comment below who you think I should interview next, and we're gonna keep this thing going. Thank you, everybody.